What's up, Internet? Paparazzo Dave Chapman here. As most of you know, when I'm not reviewing board games, I'm the co-host on a little show called The Legend of the Traveling TARDIS. And when I'm very, very lucky, those two worlds get to collide. And that's exactly what happened recently when Steve Jackson Games sent me a package. And I got to open up the brand new Groo the game live on the air. So check that out right now with me in a little segment we call Bits of the TARDIS. And I have boxes. And at least
I think you should open the boxes.
Relevant. You think we should open the boxes? Okay.
I think you should open the boxes.
I'm excited. Get excited, folks. We got an unboxing coming.
Yeah.
Box that Kevin will come back and have to look at later.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right,
Bye,
thanks.
Kevo.
See you on Saturday.
There's something in that.
There is something. Does anyone know what that is? This is a comic book reference.
Ah, okay.
A very old comic book reference.
Oh. Very old.
Very. I mean, it's still around. But yes, it was somewhere in the 35th, almost 40th anniversary. Whoa.
Mike's saying Batman.
Definitely
Everything
not
Batman.
I'm really.
That's normally you would say Batman after
Well,
you've done
a
a
little
24
bit
hours
more.
straight of doing just being on Twitch for 24 hours straight, and then you say Batman. That's
I'm trying. See, I have one comic book in my head, but I have never. It looks familiar, but I don't know the name of it.
The artist is Sergio Aragonés from Mad Men.
That's. Yeah, that is him. Okay, I don't know the character with the nose and the yes.
Not who I was thinking, but oh, interesting. Grew.
Sergio Aragonés is always in freaking San Diego Comic-Con, so that's what I was thinking, but I never understood. I never knew the property. Kevin always he did a lot of stuff for Mad Magazine.
Yeah, he does. He also does a lot of the Mad Magazine stuff.
Okay, because that's what Kevin, my husband, knows him from. So I never really followed. So
Groo the Wanderer has a few distinctions. It is one of the longest running creator-owned comic books. It's still going. It's gone through so many different companies. Gone through Dark Horse, Image, Marvel, but always, and until very recently, it had the same 4 people on their creative team. Aragonés does all of the writing and the art. The editor and sometimes translator and sometimes writer is Mark Evanier, who also wrote all of the Garfield and Friends cartoon, amongst other things.
Oh, okay.
The lettering is all done by Stan Sakai from Usagi Yojimbo.
That's why I know that name. Okay.
Yeah, I know when you said that, I was like, okay.
Tom Luth was the colorist for the last 35 or something years. He's finally left for other endeavors. He was also doing the colorized version of the Usagi similarly, but I don't know that he did or did not do this. There's also a really cool in-world version of all 4 of them. Just saying. So this is not a specifically new game. This came out years and years ago. Came and went. And if this is not in slightly beaten up condition, it would be worth a small mint. So I'm super happy. The reviews are embargoed, so I can't actually do a proper review on this until January. But that's fine because I do all the Christmas reviews right now.
Yeah.
The rules are not is a big page, but not particularly a lot of them. You've got a beautiful little printed bag. There are dice, and in the original game they were stickered, but these are pre-printed.
I'm listening, but I'm fiddling with my chair. Sorry.
So you got different resources on there. You got villagers. You got money. You got food. You got Groo. Groo is obviously going to be bad. And there's also where Groo can move, where do things move. So Groo might move 2 villages to the left and starts doing damage to you. And then these all go into the bag. And there's also then the the cards. So yeah, the general gameplay, you've got Groo, who's going to move around from everybody. Each player has their own village, and he's going to wreak havoc wherever he goes. But you've got different things. So you can build an armory, and you need a person and a food. So if you got your dice pool, you've rolled out your dice, Yahtzee style, and you would assign those 2 dice to build that thing. Right. So like Groo causes problems. That is the whole shtick of Groo. Here's a Groo effect card. If you again, to play it, you need to have had rolled you've got a couple of Groos that you would assign to play that. A town in need. Move Groo to any town and destroy a building of your choice. So there's Groo is a penalty. Groo is oblivious. Groo is an idiot.
Oh.
In the most possible way. Completely clueless about what he does. Groo just happens. Groo is bad luck personified. So this is a great version of what Groo does. Groo shows up and suddenly the entire town has been destroyed by
good God. All right. So Groo's my spirit animal. Groo's my spirit animal right now because I just tried adjusting my chair and I just took it back off.
I'm going to blame Groo. It's because Groo came.
Blame Groo.
Yep.
What card did you play, Dave?
That are kind of generic. We've also got some of the characters that have come through over the last umpteen years. So Abra and Decabra, a couple of witches. Yes, Groo is like Mr. Magoo, but
Groo happens.
Arcadio, he's your Fabio. Some random bowmen, so they're nothing. They're just random troops, right? Captain Ajax. So he's a pirate captain that always, and somehow Groo always ends up on his ship, and his ship always sinks as a result. Even if you sent Groo off even if you don't know Groo is there, it still happens. You mentioned the head, so look at this is the minstrel. He always talks in rhyme, and you can see the head of his lute right now is a dragon.
Yeah.
In the comic book, every single frame that he is in, the head changes.
Oh, that's interesting.
It's never referenced. It's just an artistic gag. So here's a dragon. Next time, in the next frame, it might be a boat. In the next frame, it might be his head. In the next scene, so this is Steve Jackson Games. These are the guys that make Munchkin.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
We have the most recent version of Wiz War is theirs. They've also got a Kickstarter, which is Fantasy Trip. So it's got a bestiary and it's got a bunch of miniatures you can use in any games. Up on Kickstarter right now, so you can search for that. It's just the Fantasy Trip or the Fantasy Trip bestiary, any number of things. But this should be available to the general public the beginning of January, mid-January. But if you go into your
$12 or 12 pounds, that's good. That's a good price.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yay!
Yes, that's my fun box opening.
They were promoting Barbie. You had, some of the people out there yelling, those people going, that's a pink TARDIS, rumble, grumble, grumble. And then other fans coming out going, technically there was a pink TARDIS, so there's a different finger going to go up.